It's time for Uncle Hank. Question Everything with M. Kalani Souza and Uncle Hank Bergerstrom.
Hey there, gangy. It's us again.
Hello, Mike.
Hey, it's Kalani Souza and Hank Bergerstrom. Uncle Hank. And we're here at Uncle Hank where we question everything. And I got a question for all of you. How secure is your food source? How secure are you when it comes to food for you and your family? I mean,
this is really an important thing to talk about because, I mean, this gets back to the farming techniques that we have here that has destroyed our islands.
Right? So you're suggesting that the farming techniques we've been using for the last 100 years may have been detrimental?
Yes, because they went away from the natural system, right? The natural system is like the organic farm we have out here, where everything feeds off each other, not these monocropping things, right? I mean, and people don't understand. People, even farmers, don't understand this. When you plow the soil, you destroy the soil. You kill all that microbacteria.
I'm pretty sure the farmers do understand this, but they're educated and trained to do exactly the opposite thing, and that is probably the fault of the universities.
It is the fault of the university. I mean, they're all in cahoots together.
Cahoots.
I mean, it's.
So in other words, the USDA programs that inform the education programs around agricultural resource management are actually askewed.
Yeah, well, they're askewed their way to look at how they want to utilize those lands.
Which is to use petrochemicals and fertilizers, and so degradation of the soil is something that serves them.
It certainly serves them. I mean, they get to sell all their products over here, create poisons to kill off the natural bacteria that would normally work in a farm. In the meantime, what are they growing? They're growing GMO crops.
So you're saying that the idea of us having local food security, having a food supply for ourselves locally, is really moot because the way they do food is poisonous and dangerous to our health.
Yes, and besides, where are you going to plant it? Where are you going to plant your own food if they own all the land and they're doing these terrible things to it? This is really important because...
Well, you know, the government talks about food security all the time. In this time of pandemic and crisis, food security becomes a must.
Not a bala'o, okay?
Yeah,
that's what they do.
Not what you're talking about. I mean, and food security, I remember one time the governor said we have 2 weeks of emergency food supply, but it turns out that was the food on the ships that the stevedores had not unloaded yet.
Yeah.
In the event of a natural disaster, nobody's going to be unloading those ships.
Nobody's going to be unloaded. There ain't going to be ships to be unloaded.
Right. So what are we talking about exactly when we call food supplies for 1 million plus people on a 60-mile wide island like Oahu?
Well, see, this is where the conceptuals change, right? I mean, we talk about us as an island. We understand these things as an island. When you talk about them, they're talking about industrial farming to feed the millions. Not here. There. Or to some other country. Like, for instance, Hawaii is being used now as the place where you grow all your GMO products.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a whole nother story altogether, the GMO farms. So, gang, we're worried about food security. We're worried about it getting food to Oahu for everyone's safety. And that brings to mind a 48% increase. How are the farmers supposed to get the food to Honolulu? They're already struggling. And that we should question. So, question everything. We'll be back next time with more on this GMO madness.
We're right around the corner for the next question.
Yo.
Part of a minority view. Ao he pau ike, I ka halau ho o kahi.